Thank you, Cori, and thanks for running as well. You're amazing. And like I said at the Hanover Pancake Breakfast, even if we don't win some of these races, Ralph Northam simply doesn't win by 9% if we don't contest more and more of these races across the state. As Cori said, my name is Ryan Sawyers. I'm the chairman of the school board in Prince William County. I'm the first endorsed Democrat to win that seat in the county's history. Thank you. I represent all 465,000 residents of Prince William County. And to answer your question, which you did not repeat for me, but I heard it 3 times, so I think I remember.
You didn't give me a chance, man. You walked up here.
I knew I was the only one left, so that process of elimination. But ultimately, we know how to win these races. The reason I think I'm uniquely qualified to take down Rob in November is because, quite frankly, I've done it before. The exact chance that the Democratic Party gave me of winning the school board chairman's race in Prince William County was a hard 0%. And we still flipped that seat as well. We know how to take on these battles. I won on the same ballot as Cori Stewart, and I did not win it by running a similar campaign. I can assure you, it was a much different campaign. And then when it comes to not only winning elections, which is an important part of obviously governing, you have to do one before you get the chance to do the other. We have got, in Prince William County, we've done a lot of good things. First and foremost, we've raised teacher pay, raised step increases 2 consecutive years in a row. And so why that's important is not just because teachers deserve to be paid more. Of course they do. And that money goes right back into the economy, and the economic benefit of paying working class employees like teachers more goes right back into businesses and all those types of things. But 75% of our teachers are women. 75% of teachers are women. You can't tell me that if 75% of teachers were men, we'd be talking about underpaid teachers. We simply wouldn't do. We have to approach this problem like it is. Ultimately, teachers are underpaid simply because it's over the years and decades, long before it started, way before I was even born, and before many of us were even born, that we have to understand that we're paying teachers less because we generally consider it a women's profession. And that's part of closing that gender pay gap that we see, that Republicans in Prince William County like to call a myth, and is obviously a reality. We also need to understand that when it comes to reaching across the aisle, people ask me all this, they ask me this question all the time. Will you reach across the aisle? Will you work with Republicans? And my answer is, it depends. Will I work with Republicans on a woman's right to choose? No! Never! Right? Will I work with them on how much we can advance education, how much we can move public education forward, how we can stop funding charter schools and stop funding racist voucher programs? Yes, I'll work with them to shut those down. But no, I will not work with them on basic social rights, right? Basic human rights. Your rights shouldn't transfer zip code to zip code or state line to state line. When it comes to the environment, water doesn't know state lines. My brother lives in Baltimore. Him and his friends support me. I originally grew up in a small town in Western Maryland, Cumberland, Maryland. My dad is a small... Yeah, Cumberland. One person knows Cumberland. Give it up to Cumberland, everybody. Yep. You were lost. That's why. You were lost on I-68, so we appreciate that. I get it. But my dad has been the outdoor writer for the Cumberland Times News. I grew up appreciating, since 1979, he's been the outdoor writer for the Cumberland Times News. He still is. Michael A. Sawyers. He's really good. You should read his stuff if you're into hunting and fishing. But ultimately, we have to protect our environment. Well, and the reason, the same thing I told my brother and his friends when they had me up to a small event at my brother's house in Baltimore is I said, everything you dump in the Chesapeake Bay in Baltimore comes through the 1st District, right? That's why federal law has to be overriding. States' rights doesn't apply to water. You don't get to destroy my water in some other states, so my kids can't drink water, or we can't go fishing, or we can't enjoy the environment. We have to protect our environment. The long-term view of the environment supersedes short-term profit. So we have to stand up and do it. Thank you. So the reason I think I'm uniquely qualified, and I'm kind of wrapping this all into one, is because I fought these fights. I have 2 pins that I proudly wear everywhere that I go. The first one is the white pin for me winning the school board chairman's race again, the first Democrat to ever do so. The second pin is a rainbow heart, which I took a lot of bullets for, and I'm very proud to wear. I'm already endorsed by progressive leader Tom Perriello. Danica Rome supports our campaign, which goes into this pin. I know I only have 40 seconds, so I'll make it quick. On June 21st of 2017, we updated our non-discrimination policy in Prince William County, which has 90,000 students and 11,000 employees and a $1.3 billion budget to make sure nobody can be discriminated against and nobody can be fired based on who they love. We added sexual orientation and gender identity to our non-discrimination policy, and now Prince William County is a much more inclusive place in Cori Stewart's Prince William County. We don't win these fights, we don't flip this seat by hiding from who we are. We flip the seat because we take it door to door, community to community, whether it's Prince William County, Matthews County, James County, Hanover County, anywhere in between. My name is Ryan Sawyers. My website is creativelyRyanSawyers.com. My Facebook page and Twitter is Ryan Sawyers VA. Thank you very much.